Welcome to Bible Journaling 66 and our study at chapter 17 in the book of Revelation. Chapter 17 of Revelation has to do with the spiritual Babylon. Chapter 18 describes the fall of the economic Babylon. The rapid rise of Babylon is seen in chapter 17 and could well have occurred at the beginning of the tribulation. Chapter 18 tells of the downfall of Babylon, who is the great harlot, who sits on many waters. In Scripture, waters often describe the vastness of the nations of the earth. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. The beast's scarlet color represents the bloodthirsty nature of his royalty, and the woman is clothed in similar fashion. The 10 horns represent a confederation of 10 Gentile powers who form a revived Roman Empire. The 7 heads represent the committee of leaders and rulers who govern this conglomerate of nations, now acting as one under the beast. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Her luxurious external appearance of jewels and royal clothes meant that she would have a great appeal to the sensual nature of men. But her gold cup filled with abominations represents her corrupt and perverse teachings. Her drunkenness with the saints' blood showed how she had successfully eliminated all who opposed her. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Mystery Babylon takes us back to Genesis chapter 10, where the historical drama of Babylon began in the plains of Shinar, where the first world dictator established the world's first religious system. This dictator's name was Nimrod, which means we will revolt. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Now the word admiration here could be translated wonder. It would read, I wondered with great wonder. And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman, and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath 7 heads and 10 horns. And the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not, and yet is. I believe this could be a reference to the revived Roman Empire, the beast that was and is not, and is yet to come. And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. For centuries, Rome has been known as the city of 7 hills. It still is today, as there are many tours which advertise the 7 hills of Rome. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. When John received this vision, 5 had fallen. They were Julius Caesar, Tiberius, Caligula, Claudius, and Nero. The angel then said to John, And 1 is, meaning I take it Domitian, the last of the Caesars who was alive when John wrote. And finally the angel says, And the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. I believe this is the Antichrist. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7th, and goeth into perdition. A tricky verse to understand. Perhaps going back to Revelation chapter 13, verse 3 would help us. And I saw one of his heads, as it were, wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. So if one of the heads, the 7th, is killed and comes back from the dead, he becomes the 8th. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have 1 mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. 1 hour stands for a short period of time. These 10 kings will receive a kingdom, but their authority is tied to the beast and their authority lasts only a short time. Some Bible commentators believe that the European Union will present itself to this one world leader the Bible refers to as the beast, and present their power to him. This could be the revived Roman Empire. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is the Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called, and chosen, and faithful. I believe this verse is referring to the Battle of Armageddon, which will occur in chapter 19, verses 11 and 12. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples, and multitudes, and nations, and tongues. The sea is of reference in the Bible to the Gentile nations. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. The political system would turn against the religious system, which helped it into power. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and to give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. That false religion of the last days is represented by a woman that looks back to the ancient Babylonian religion, which spawned mother goddess worship, astrology, black magic, and occult practices. We here at Bible Journaling 66 believe that the events in the book of Revelation will be happening soon. Jesus is coming. Don't be left behind. Accept him today. Thanks for watching. Next week, Revelation chapter 18. Until then, Maranatha.